Hello everyone, welcome to another one of my chess book videos. Today's video is about the Yusupov series of study books. It's a series that is very well regarded by many people, and if you were able to go through the entire series, I think you would migrate your rating and your playing strength quite high. Yusupov was one of the top-rated players in the world at one time, and he's put together this series of books. Originally, it started out as 9 books, as you can see here on the left of the screen. And I'll start there by saying that there's some confusion, particularly in the US, about what's the right order to use these books. And so, as shown on this picture, the orange books is where you should start, followed by the blue books, and then if you get that far, you can migrate up to the green books. There's a bit confusing because they were released not particularly in that order, and the numbering system is kind of strange as well. So what I have in front of me is the orange set of books, and they are labeled with a 1, which is level 1. And then from left to right, there's Build Up Your Chess, Boost Your Chess, and Chess Evolution. And this all together makes the Fundamentals series. So there are actually 10 books in this series, and I might as well talk about the 10th one now. And that is shown here. It's called Revision and Exam. Now, I've always thought that was a bit of a strange name because I don't think he revised anything, actually. I think what it really means is review and exam. And you'll pardon me, but the cat is now in the video. Apologies. So, what are these books about? So, these books have approximately 24 chapters in them. And each chapter is on a new theme. And I will show you that here momentarily. So, for example, here's chapter 18, Forced Variations. So what he does is he shows some example pages with the explanations and the moves to the right. And he goes through several example positions to teach you the concept that he's trying to convey. And then, after that, he has a series of 12 exercises. And so you take these exercises, and then the answers are given at the end of the chapter, and you are graded. Each exercise is usually worth 1 or 2, maybe 3 points. And then you summarize your score at the end of the chapter, and based on that you can tell how well you did. And he says if you scored less than 12 points, you should read the chapter again and repeat the exercises. The other thing he mentions that you should do is that you should set up the positions on the board and work it out as if you were on sitting at the board in a tournament. One last thing I'll mention here in terms of the way you study is I actually wrote out my answers, and then after I wrote out my answers, I actually wrote some notes as to what was wrong with particularly if I got it wrong, what was wrong with my thinking process, or what else I may have learned when I went through the study. I will make a few final recommendations here. Well, one is that unless you are a really strong player, I would not buy all 9 or 10 books at once. I would start with buying the orange ones and work my way through them. And if those prove to be too easy, then I suggest you then move up to the blue and the green books. I would say the other thing is prepare yourself, because to go through these books correctly takes a lot of time. And I hate to admit it, but I'm barely through the first book. I hope to actively study this series soon when I retire, but in the meantime, I'm going at a slower pace. So hopefully this was a helpful video. Hopefully the cat was not too distracting, and I look forward when I retire to doing more book videos like this, just to introduce people to what to expect in a book before they buy it. So thanks again. Bye.